Very many people are reacting to the trailer of Michael Jackson's biopic, and this includes his lookalike, his impersonator, Fabio Jackson. I hope I pronounced the name well. Fabio Jackson reacted to this trailer and it did not go well. So I'm going to allow you to watch his reaction and then the reactions to his reactions, and then you tell me what you think about it honestly.
Let me quiet that down, actually. Hold on, guys. Let me quiet that down. All right, because this is very important. All right, this is very important. We've waited for so long for this. It's very important.
I know you've been waiting a long time for this. The turn.
That Michael Jackson lookalike guy, Fabio, is so weird because he made a reaction video to the new Michael Jackson movie and he looked pissed and upset that he wasn't cast as Michael. And I don't understand why this man thinks he was supposed to be left in charge because he looks more like Sandra Bullock with makeup on more than Michael Jackson. And also, with him getting mad about who's playing Michael Jackson in the movie, does he not realize that it's actually Michael Jackson's nephew who was playing him in the movie? It is his bloodline. Jafar Jackson is playing Michael Jackson, and that's exactly who should be doing it, not some random wannabe Michael Jackson impersonator. And I've always thought he's weird because it is so strange to base your entire personality about being a celebrity impersonator. He's changed his look, how he acts, how he talks to be like Michael Jackson. It's just weird, and you should never base your entire personality on somebody else, right? We're all our own individuals, alright? But the fact that he's trying to be Michael Jackson 2.0 when he never will be, it's just weird. And I do feel like as a society, we've let these weird celebrity impersonators, we've let them go on way too much, right? Because there's Michael Jackson ones, Ariana Grande, Taylor Swift. There are a bunch out there that make it their entire personality, and I just think that shouldn't be something that we applaud.
I'm not gonna lie, why do Fabio Jackson really be trying to act like he's literally the Michael Jackson? He literally thinks he's Michael Jackson. It's actually crazy. If you're gonna be an impersonator, I feel like just stick to being an impersonator. And I mean, at the end of the day, it's his opinion. I do want to say that it's his opinion. But the way he reacted to that trailer, it wasn't a reaction I don't know how I feel about it, or this just ain't for me. It was more of just he was trying to make fun of it. He's kind of because I just feel that maybe I'm wrong. He feel that they supposed to pick him. And yeah, I feel like, yeah, you do resemble Michael Jackson, but that doesn't mean that you can dance, you can act. Obviously, Jafar Jackson, he has all the other things that they were looking for. Anytime something comes with Michael Jackson and he's not picked Fabio Jackson, he doesn't mess with it. I feel like he feels that I got the surgery, I got everything, you need to pick me. He probably feel like he waited his whole life for this. But I'm sorry, things just don't work that way. Remember he was in Vegas and dude was dancing, was another Michael Jackson impersonator, and he was like, yeah, oh, look, he's doing it. Yep, that's how you do it. Yep, And yeah, maybe like he said, he likes seeing other impersonators that impersonate MJ. But it was nah, you're doing my moves right. Yep, do that move. I really like that move you're doing. I don't know, man. I think stuff like that is actually wild to me. But I don't know. I feel like he was only doing this not because of how Michael looked like everybody else is saying, but just off the simple fact he just feels they didn't pick him. But he's trying to make it seem like he's doing it for the looks of Michael.
Fabio Jackson, You are not Michael. And I know you gonna act like you don't understand what I'm talking about right now, but we all saw your reaction. It's the look of, oh, they're doing this for me. They're making this for me. I kind of approve. I don't know. Oh, I'm surprised. That's what you're doing. And we know that that's what you're doing. Stop. Stop, bro. If I'm being real with you, you only look like Michael Jackson on like a full moon. Like you look like Michael Jackson in like Scary Movie 3. You look like the best Michael Jackson impersonator. So we wasn't asking for your major approval on this. We wasn't like, maybe some of your peoples over there, maybe they was, but us over here in, like, real world land, yeah, we wasn't checking for, oh man, I wonder what Fabio thinks about this. And some of y'all gonna call me mean for even saying this. I'm just gonna be real with you. I don't care. Because I know if Mike was alive and he saw Fabio reacting to this way, he might not say nothing about it, because, I mean, he kept a lot of it real here. But behind closed doors, Mike would have been like, why is he looking like it's not for him? Why does he think that?
I'm sure Fabio, I know he's nice. I'm sure he's a nice person and he's a fan. He does a great job impersonating Michael Jackson, but why is he doing this? Like he was sitting there like he really thought he was supposed to have a say so, like in the movie. Like and then that part where he was like, sorry. I know he's a sweet man. I don't mean any harm or disrespect. I know he's really, but he really acts like he really thought he was in charge now. Like he really seems like Michael Jackson said, when I pass along, I want Fabio to take over, because he be sitting there like he really feels like he's supposed to have a word in. Like he was just sitting there like, why is he doing this? Like, why is he doing this? Like, is somebody checking on him? Like, is all of this an act? Like, was he really that invested? Like, to the point where he thinks he's supposed to be like getting a say-so in who they choose for this movie? Why was he looking like that on the trailer? Like, he was like not really. Then that little facial expression he made at the end, he was like, he didn't like it. It seemed like he didn't like it. But a lot of people seem like they'll like it. Like, I'm excited. I love Michael Jackson. And I'm looking forward to the movie in 2026, April 2026. But Fabio, I know you're nice and all, but come on. Come on. They don't have to run nothing by you first. Beat it!
They have a Michael Jackson biopic coming out, being portrayed by his nephew. Expect lots of dancing and singing by me. Now, when I first saw the trailer to this, I'm being honest with you, I truly thought it was just a mashup of Michael Jackson's performances. I had no idea it was actually a film, a biopic. Now, Michael Jackson's nephew, I gotta figure out who his daddy is. Hold on. Okay, Jermaine is his daddy. Got you. Okay, Jermaine Jackson's son, Jafar Jackson, is playing Michael Jackson in the new biopic. And now this tweet is 2 years old, and he hasn't tweeted since, because he had announced that he was doing this, and then he just hasn't tweeted. So it's really locked in. Now, according to the lore online that I saw, his nephew can sing, but he couldn't dance. So he's been spending the last 2 years learning his uncle's dance moves. Now, here's some more still images of the film. And that one at the top right corner, that night Michael won all those Grammys, he looks just like his uncle. Now, the controversy around this film begins with how much singing and dancing is going to be allowed at the theaters. And two, a lot of people didn't actually know that Michael Jackson's nose pre 1979 was, it was his real nose. This is his real nose. And so a lot of people were like, why is his nephew wearing that like prosthetic nose? It's because this is what Michael looked like before he went solo. Yeah, this is what he looked like. And this is a close-up image of his nephew with the prosthetic, because that's what Michael Jackson looked like when he had debuted his album Off the Wall. Is it Off the Wall? Okay, well, his first solo album was Got to Be There, but he was a child. His first solo adult album was Off the Wall. And this is what he looked like. Now, here are some other details about the biopic about Michael Jackson that a lot of us didn't know. Now, shout out to Veronica, a Michael Jackson fan. She stated that Lionsgate revealed in an article that the Michael Jackson biopic was originally 3.5 hours long, but they had to split it into two parts. Now, the first part is what we're going to be introduced to in April of 2026, and they have not released the second date of the second part. Now, a lot of people have stated they would have sat through the whole 3.5 hours, but you got to get your money how you get it. Now, in the second half of the film, people began to resurface this interview that Michael Jackson did with Oprah Winfrey, and they're hoping that they touch on the topic of this interview. Now, in this interview, Oprah is asking Michael Jackson about his skin and asking him whether he bleaches. Michael doesn't go into full detail, but he says he has a skin disorder, but he doesn't name it as vitiligo. He just says he has a skin disorder. And because of that interview being resurfaced, individuals began to put together threads of how Michael Jackson was not only diagnosed with vitiligo, he was also diagnosed with lupus. And that's according to his dermatologist after Michael Jackson's passing. Michael doesn't go into full detail of his medical history, but he does say that he's a proud Black man. He's very proud to be African American. And because he has this skin disorder, it shouldn't disqualify him for being Black. Now, there are other details about Michael Jackson's life that people didn't know, that people want to hear about, and hopefully they bring it to us in the second half of this film.
Besides people dragging Fabio Jackson, I watched a few videos of people reacting to the trailer directly, and some of the people were not even happy with the main character, Jaffa Jackson. People were not happy that Jaffa Jackson acted that part, that he did not look that part. When you go to Twitter, people are not happy that he was selected. People are making comparisons. And then you're going to ask people, what do you want? Some are saying that why don't they get the people that wasted their money to impersonate the late Michael Jackson? And others are saying that it is better for his own family to be casted in the movie. But now the movie is out anyways. There's nothing we can do other than to appreciate what we are going to be seeing. And aside from that, respectfully speaking, I think that everyone is entitled to their opinions, whether you react anyhowly or a certain way or you act. We are built differently. We have different emotions. You're going to comment. We are not going to force you to write the things that you're going to write. It's your opinion. So at the end of the day, that is us. We are humans, and that is what makes us special in our different ways. Otherwise, we cannot wait to watch the movie. Thank you so much for watching this video to the end. Until next time, see you. Bye-bye.